Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Habal Habal is a term that is a motorbike taxi here in the Philippines, anyway. And I occasionally take them. Taxis aren't always available, and the Habal Habal driver gets me there faster. There's some risk involved, as you will see, but I have always arrived, thus far anyway. Come along for the ride. Some drivers are much more safe and smooth than others. Some their shifting is real jerky. They don't seem to have good balance of the bike, so it can be a bit uncomfortable ride. This is going up Herman Cortez Street, and I'm going over to J Center Mall in Mandaue. That's where immigration is. And also John Michael's Travellers Restobar, which I believe this day I was going to get some breakfast over there. Notice the heavy clothing a lot of these people wear. Whether they're walking, they wear jackets, long sleeve jackets, some quite heavy. Hooded sweatshirts, and they'll have the hood up, and it's like 90 degrees out, maybe even hotter than that, and humid, mid 70s to 80s to 90% humidity. And they grew up in that. They get used to it. They're often cold when I am when I am hot, so they grow up with that, and they just acclimate to it. I have acclimated a bit to it. Took me 6, 7, 8 months, but I'm pretty well used to the heat and humidity here. But they're just like the southeast, especially southeast USA, and many parts of the USA in the summertime can get quite oppressive. Sometimes I walk, but it doesn't leave a lot of space here because there really isn't a sidewalk most of the way on this particular road. Sometimes I take a little bit longer route. This is about 2.5 kilometers. I take a route that is closer to 3 kilometers, but there is much of it has a little bit of a sidewalk at least, so you're not walking in the area that the traffic and motorbikes use. This is a little bit of a shortcut through an industrial zone. I don't walk it. There's often trucks in here backing up, and it's just too narrow. And here in Cebu City, anyway, there are very few stop lights and almost no stop signs. And so people just kind of go. They kind of stick their nose out there and go when they can. And not very much road rage here in Cebu City, probably more in Manila. People will, once somebody sticks their nose out there and opens up traffic to cross the street, traffic will give way and let any number of vehicles pass that direction, and then somebody else will stick their nose out and traffic will move forward. Now, during rush hour, it gets a little more challenging, of course. These Habal Habal drivers use every inch they can to squeeze through traffic, and I have not scraped my knee on anything yet. It's been very close many times. Most of them do a pretty good job at that. Traffic lanes are just a simple suggestion here and not really adhered to. Many times you will find vehicles taking 2 lanes and making 3 lanes, even 4 lanes out of them, the narrower vehicles. And unlike in the U.S. where people would try to cut each other off and keep anybody from getting ahead of them, here, generally speaking, not always, generally speaking, people move over and allow the other traffic to use half of their lane. Interesting how it works, and some people get a little upset that the traffic laws aren't. Well, many people probably don't know the traffic laws. Traffic laws are not enforced or adhered to, but it seems to work here in Cebu City. I'm sure there are many accidents, but traffic is generally moving relatively slow, so they're not really bad accidents. They're little fender benders. I have seen a couple of motorbikes down over the course of my time and travel the last couple of years. That's never a good thing. Anyway, J Center Mall's up here on the left, and we're going to need to. In fact, I reminded them we need to take a left up here. Occasionally, they're confused as to where I want to go, and they'll drive right by. But anyway, thanks for coming along on this trip. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe. Safe travels to you all, wherever you're at, and we'll see you next time. I think this cost me 50 pesos, $1 US, basically. So that was worth it. It's usually just a little less than a taxi, depending upon if it's rush hour traffic or not.